Wildfire News.
Those catastrophic wildfires in California.
And take a look at the destruction and people are coming home to. Some say it looks like the apocalypse.
It really does. And the saddest news of it all, at least 17 wildfires still burning across the state, most in North California. But a dangerous one also tearing through Anaheim. At least 17 people have been killed so far, and there are new mandatory evacuations issued for parts of Sonoma and Napa counties overnight. More than 2,000 structures, homes, hotels, wineries, all destroyed.
And it's not just the flames that are so dangerous. Wind, smoke also causing emergencies. Our senior national correspondent Matt Gutman starts us off in the devastated town of Santa Rosa. Good morning, Matt.
Good morning, George. With those fires again on the march, we have that new batch of evacuation orders here in Northern California. Overnight, we saw thousands of people again on the move. And this is what they're so afraid of coming home to: the charred husks of cars. Everywhere you look, you see this melted metal. And what's so astounding, George, is that this goes on for block after smoldering block, this moonscape of gray ash. And in so many of these places, the only thing left standing are the chimneys.
As firefighters continue to defend downtown Santa Rosa from the onslaught of flames from the ground and from the air, residents taking stock of all they have lost here in the heart of California wine country.
A lot of people lost a lot of houses. We lost businesses, big buildings, small buildings. I feel for you. I apologize. It was a very difficult night.
All around this morning, the haunting ruins of what was. Cars immolated. This vehicle melted into an aluminum puddle.
Personally, I think it'll be one of the worst disasters in California history.
The fire's now claiming at least 17 lives across the state.
It's with sorrow that I tell you today that we have confirmed 2 fatalities, Charles and Sarah Rippey.
The couple had been together for 75 years. In Napa County, one winery owner returning to the remains of his building, he says he watched the flames engulf the property using a security camera app on his phone. And back here in Santa Rosa, newly homeless residents returning to places where memories were built, now crumbled. And it was amidst that rubble that we found Brady Harville in the house he grew up in.
What are you supposed to do? Yeah, everybody you've ever known, everybody I grew up with, everybody's house is gone. It's absolutely nuts.
And in the Iraq war vet's palm, that sliver of steel.
Your personal dog tags?
Yeah, the ones I deployed with. They're like all burned up now.
Wow.
After I deployed, I gave them to my dad, and he had them hanging in his man cave.
So out of an entire house and a lifetime of contents, this is the most important thing.
Yeah, for me, yeah. Anyways, I spent 12 months of my life in Iraq wearing these things. Mean a lot to me.
You got goosebumps right now.
Yeah, I do. It's crazy. It's mind-blowing.
According to officials, more than 180 people remain missing this morning. One of them had been Steve Liner. We met his brother Al, who was getting desperate.
I mean, are you worried about him?
Very. Yeah. Yeah.
So we drove him in.
Well, I've called him a number of times. I've gone up to the VA to see if he's checked in at the VA. I've gone on Facebook and posted some stuff on Facebook.
Destruction everywhere, but not on his brother's street.
Is that him?
That's him! Man, I've been looking for 2 days for you guys!
Now, officials expect that most of those missing people will be found, but not all of them. They do expect the death toll here to rise. That is the state of California is asking for reinforcements from the U.S. Forest Service because their firefighters are so stretched thin. Now, but a sliver of good news for you guys. You remember Chris Pond? We found her in the rubble. She was digging through it the other day and looking for her wedding ring. She was crying hysterically. We were there for over an hour with her. She Facebooked us this morning telling us that she found that ring. So a sliver of good news for you guys this morning. Back to you.
What a wasteland there in Santa Rosa.
It's heartbreaking to look at those images, but heartwarming to see those brothers reconnect with each other. So that's part of the great news about it.